Yo, what's up guys? So today I got for you a OU Wi-Fi battle, and this is against my good buddy D-Train. He's a fellow LBA member and just a good battler in general. I've had a couple battles with him on the channel before, and overall I think my lifetime record on him is like 3-1 or 2-1 or something like that. And so, fun OU match I had on his stream, and if you can tell, this team is not very serious that I'm bringing. I've got lead Mexican lead as Elf, Life Orb, Aggron, Mega Alakazam, Special Gator, Banded, Staraptor, and Scarf Excadrill. And he's got the Mono Blue squad. There's Hydreigon, Azumarill, Metagross, Garchomp, Latios, and Heracross. And the funny thing is, he actually, because this was on his stream, I kind of knew what he was doing, but like, I didn't see the team, but he did ask me to gen his Latios right before this, so I did know his choice Scarf, so I kind of was able to hold that to my advantage, but I don't think it really changed the outcome of the game all too much. But anyways, this is just a fun battle that we had, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Obviously, tons of offense, so it's going to be lasting pretty shortly. And I'm just going to be leading off with Phil the Azelf because this thing sets up Stealth Rocks and explodes. That's pretty much all it does. And he's going to lead off with the Mega Hera, and I knew it was probably Mega Hera because he loves Mega Heracross. So I know I can't go and like T-Wave it or something because I do want my rocks up because that residual damage is always nice. So I'm just going to lay up my rocks and figuring that I will probably die to a pin missile. And he does have the pin missile, it lands, so my Azelf is going to die. There's no doubt about it. And it's just going to 2-hit KO me. So down goes Phil, it did its job. It got up rocks. Unfortunately, I couldn't go kaboom on something, but you know what, we can only ask of so many things. Now I'm going to go into Staraptor, and I know he's got that Metagross and quite potentially a bulky Garchomp because that's all the rage these days, bulky with Rocky Helmet. So I'm just going to pull the double out because I can't really touch either of those. And I didn't want to U-turn and take Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, so I'm just going to double right out into my Feraligatr. And he's just going to go into his Metagross, which I do know is not Mega because he does have that Mega Heracross, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Banded or Assault Vest. He has two Mons, Azumarill and Metagross, that can be Banded or Assault Vest or even Setup. And he's going to go ahead and pull the switch into Garchomp, definitely showing that he is bulky Rocky Helmet jump because there's no way that he'd be bringing it in on a Gator otherwise. So I'm going to go for the Scald, does heaps, and he's going to rest up, so it does mean that he's running the speed outrun. I think the Snare sets enough speed outrun Jolly Bisharp and stuff, so we're modest, so we're not going to be outrunning that, but we can fire off a Scald, does well over half. Now I probably should have gone for the Ice Beam, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling like it, and he is going to pull the switch into Latios, and because it's Scarfed, I did know that I could live one Draco Meteor pretty poorly, but as long as he didn't crit me, or if he was modest, which he isn't, then I'd be able to live. Now, he's going to go for the Defog, and that's totally fine with me because I didn't really need rocks to win the game. It was just kind of nice to get a little damage on 4 switches, and I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam and knock this thing out. So he loses his best Revenge Killer, which is totally fine with me because my Mega Alakazam, unless that's a Choice Scarf Hydreigon, is starting to look like it can do quite a bit of damage to his team if I do have a free switch into it. He's going to go into Azumarill. I cannot touch this Azumarill at all, and I don't want to risk it setting up Belly Drums. So I'm going to go ahead and pull switch into the Aggron. And this is max attack, max speed, adamant Life Orb. And he goes for the Play Rough, and that doesn't do too much, but I think he said it was Banded in his video. He did have this side. And he's going to switch into his Garchomp. I probably should have predicted this and went for the Earthquake because they would 2-hit KO. But I wanted to go for Head Smash because Life Orb Head Smash from the Boss God is always something that I enjoy doing. Now I'm going to take a whole hell of a lot because Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, and Life Orb. I do have the Rock Head, so I'm not taking recoil from Head Smash, which is why this thing's so cool. And now I'm just going to go for the Iron Head. Probably should have gone for the Earthquake just so I wouldn't take that recoil damage, but Mega Aggron got outsped by his whole team anyways, or just normal Aggron got outsped by most of his team, except for maybe Metagross, so I'm not sure if it was too big of a deal. But anyways, we're going to get a kill, so normal Life Orb Aggron taking out a bulky Chomp, so put that in the record books. I don't think you've ever seen that before. And he's going to pull switch into his Heracross, and I just went into Excadrill. It's Choice Scarf, it can outrun his whole team except for a Scarf Hydreigon, and I figured it was the best switch for anything. And I don't have a switch in for this Mega Heracross, and I don't exactly need Excadrill, so I'm sadly just going to go for the Iron Head and sack off Excadrill. It's not my one for the LBA, so I don't feel as bad, but seeing an Excadrill die is a very sad thing. So we are going to lose our Excadrill. extra drill, I think that's its nickname, and I'm just gonna get the free drop into Makarov, which is the most basic dumb name for Alakazam ever, but I wasn't feeling too creative, and he's gonna go into his Metagross, and because he had that -1 defense, I knew I was safe going for the Focus Blast and knock it out, so I didn't have to predict or anything and get this thing a free switch in on the Psyshock, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fire out the Focus Blast. And I'm going to trace the Clear Body, which is useless. And this is Modest Mega Alakazam because it can afford to run Modest with base 150 speed in OU, since all the other 150 and 145 speed ones are not common. Anyways, we're doing a lot with Focus Blast, and I think it's AV, but looking at the damage from Focus Blast, super effective Shadow Ball should knock it out, and it does. I don't think that crit mattered at all because Shadow Ball is quite a bit stronger than Focus Blast. Now, drops in Hydreigon, and I'm just going to go for the Fire Focus Blast. Like, the situations where if he was Scarfed, he kills me. If he's not, and I miss a Focus Blast, he kills me. But if I land the Focus Blast, he's dead. And now all he has left is, I think, a Azumarill and his Heracross. Now, we're going to go ahead and hit it with the Psyshock. I know I don't have a switch in for this thing, and I can definitely just sack it to the Play Rough, and now we just get the free drop into my Choice Banded Staraptor, Dontavion. Gonna go for 2 Banded Brave Birds, and that's gonna clean up this game. And because he didn't go for the Aqua Jet, that probably shows he is Choice Banded. And I'm just gonna drop in a Brave Bird, and that's going to knock out Azumarill. I don't think it could have lived it from full because it's Adamant Band, which hits incredibly hard with the Reckless ability. And last mon is Mega Heracross, which no way it's going to be taking a hit either. So that's going to be game. Really quick offensive game. I used a fun team, he used a fun team, and I prevailed. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle, as it was definitely fun to play. And if you did, make sure to leave some support on this video. Likes and comments are appreciated. And make sure you go check out D-Train's channel. He puts up some good stuff, and he's a good friend of mine. So, and my Skype went off, so please ignore that. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day, and until next time, peace.